in my best infomercial voice. Struggling with itchy scalp? Tired of flaking? We've got the solution for you. Couldn't even finish it. Hey y'all, welcome back to the Pink Envelope. We're gonna talk about dry, itchy scalp for curls. I've been experiencing it, which means you guys probably are as well. I'm gonna talk about the reasons, what is causing dry, itchy scalp. There's 5 top reasons we'll discuss. We're gonna talk about product solutions, and then I'm gonna show you how to use some of these products to get rid of the, not only the itchy, crawly feeling, but the flakes that come along with that as well. Let's go. There are really 5 main reasons that I could find when talking with people that cause the dry, itchy scalp. And so we're gonna run through those 5 real quick, just so we can see which one is causing your itchy scalp. First one, lack of exfoliation. Like, I think maybe we're all a little bit guilty of that. I know that I am. When we do not exfoliate our scalp well, we get buildup of dead skin cells, we get product buildup. We just basically are not even allowing the good parts of our cleansers and conditioners to do what they need to do because there's like a barrier stopping it. Those of us who wear makeup, it's even worse because it has a tendency to feed into your hairline, you know, back an inch or so, and we're not scrubbing it out. So it can get really bad there. Sometimes you even will notice more flaking here than anywhere else. Products that have lactic acid in them work well. I'm also going to show you some Ecoslay products that work well. And then the scrubber. I'll pop one up here. That, using it on a regular basis, is a great way to make sure you're getting in there and gently removing. We don't want to scrub with our fingernails. That damages the scalp and produces excess oils. We want to use the balls of our fingers or that scalp scrubber in a circular motion with a ton of water and rinse out the buildup. Number 2, which is what is causing my problem, well, lack of exfoliation definitely is part of it, but climate, weather changes. So we are pulling out of this fall winter season, moving into spring summer. I'm going from just my hair and scalp seeing water once a week when I shower, to being at the lake, to being at the river, at the swimming pool, the ocean, so on and so forth. So we are seeing such a different change, and that will cause huge problems with the scalp when you're moving between. So like, let's say you're moving, as we are now, from the winter seasons into the summer seasons. You are probably seeing more oil on your scalp, which causes buildup, which moving forward. If we were inverted and you were moving from summer, winter into summer, spring into fall, winter, you would probably start seeing some dryness and need to add in more moisture. So traveling, are you traveling, flying from location to location where you're having different climates? That will cause itchy, dry scalp. So depending on what is your cause, and I wrote notes here, so hopefully I won't go too long. If you see me keep looking at my phone, that's why. Winter creates dry scalp, add more moisture, add more oils. Summer causes over oil production. Make sure you are double cleansing. Get that scalp clean. So we'll talk more about that in a second. Number 3 I wrote down is the skin barrier has been compromised. This one, I don't know how often this one occurs. I know when it occurs to me, it's a very, your scalp feels tight and there's like a crawling sensation. Like you would almost think there is a bug crawling, but it's not. It's your skin barrier literally freaking out. And so if you think that's what's causing it, hydration, scalp hydration. Now there's scalp hydration and there's hair follicle hydration, 2 completely different things. So we're often not putting conditioners on our scalp. We're only putting it on our hair follicle. But when we get a compromised barrier, we're going to want to moisturize the scalp to stop the flaking, the itching, and the crawling feeling. Number 4, your microbiome is off. So that happens anywhere. Should put that on vibrate only. Okay, your microbiome is messed up. I feel like we females have different areas where our microbiome can get off. So we're a little more familiar with that than probably guys would be. But basically, it is very common. We need to wash better and use a really good cleanser and then a conditioner. I double cleanse. I love double cleansing, especially when I'm using a lot of product. So the first one, when your hair almost looks like you're building dreadlocks, you're going in with tons of water and your cleanser, and you're just trying to break it all down. You can't even run your fingers through it. It is just hot mess express. So you put all that in there, you let it sit, let it break down. You do a super thorough rinse, and you come right back in again with your cleanser. But this time you're able to really like lather up and move the product and bring it through your hair. It's a double cleanse. That is a great way, which I mentioned earlier, when you're having a lack of exfoliation, a compromised skin barrier, and a microbiome disruption. Double cleansing can help with all of those. You could even use 2 different ones, a cleanser and a moisturizing cleanser. And then the last one is just genetics, hormones. Once again, ladies, we know about this. Different parts of your life, different occurrences in your life will cause your hormones to go crazy. That also causes hair loss. So if you are going through that, you might want to look into a medicated wash like a dandruff shampoo. I do that for my oldest daughter. She is, we're in that full out tween stage. So we are using a dandruff shampoo for her. There are medications as well, but I would just go with the simple, making sure your scalp is clean, hydrated, and a dandruff shampoo to start. So those are the 5 main reasons we kind of get that flaking, itching, crawling feeling. There are so many products out there. I am showing Ecoslay today. I am not sponsored by them. I am not getting paid to say this. I like Ecoslay's product, and they just sent me a big box of stuff to check out. And there's several products in that box, which you can go watch the unboxing of that up here, that really will work. So let's dive into those. Mudpie. I want to start with Mudpie first. You get your bag like this, and you get a jar like this. I put some in here so I can show you guys. I actually just like using my Mudpie straight from the bag. It is easier for me just to squirt it in my hand like this, emulsify it, and go than to dig it out. I don't like things under my nails. Freaks me out. So this is one of the products where I do say you do not have to get the add-on jar. Mudpie, as it says, is a clay clarifying treatment. In the wash I'm going to show you today, I'm going to show you how to use this product. But Mudpie sucks out excess oils, which makes it great for summer. It removes product buildup, and it removes chlorine. Well, a lot of us need that right now. So it's a great summer solution, which is why I want to show you this one first. I am aware that this smells a little bit like mud and has a texture of mud. And if you're like, no ma'am, that doesn't work for me, subscribe now, because I have alternate products that I want to show you so that you don't have to play in the mud if you don't want to. Another thing, where is it at? Over here. Here we go. That I do in summer and winter. I use this particular product for 2 different reasons. So this is the Moonshine hair and body oil. If you're sunburned, you can use this on that. But for hair, I use this as a pre-poo. So the wash that I did today, that I'm going to show you in just a second, that led to these results. I used this last night on my scalp. I put it just only on the scalp. I massaged it around. I put my sleep cap on, went to bed, woke up this morning, did my whole cleansing. So pre-poo breaks down stuff to get ready for your cleanser to knock it out. In the winter, when your scalp is dry, you add moisturizer back in with your oil. So I, in the winter, will use this. If I go 7 days between washes, I'll use it 3 or 4 of those days at night to just make my hair be happy. My scalp, should I say, my scalp be happy and feel good. You also can put it on your hands to scrunch out the crunch. So this really is very, very universal. This is one that you're going to want the jar. Pouring it out of here is almost impossible. So just pour it into here. Then you can put this a little bit in your hand, emulsify it around, and scrunch or scalp massage, whatever. Okay, that's product 2. I have another one I'll show you. Let me show you the chai latte next. So here is chai latte. You can put this on scalp and hair. Some products are just for scalp. Like I would not ever pour this on my curly hair. I would crunch with it, and I would use it on my scalp, but not my hair follicle. This is a both product. This is a both product. So chai latte is something you would use monthly to clarify. Don't let yourself get to the point where you have buildup or get to the point where you have a problem of however many times you wash. So I wash 4 to 6 times a month. I would sneak one of these in to make sure I'm breaking down anything that might be building up. So this is a staple that you would keep. Oh, I didn't bring its jar. You don't have to have the jar. I just like the jar. It makes it easier to use. You can pour it out of the bag into your hand. But this is a regular use you would want to keep on hand. Peppermint Schnapps I want to show you next. This is another one that is just kind of fun. I don't have it in my lineup because it is so important and essential like this is. It is just a lot of fun. So Peppermint Schnapps is a cleanser for light buildup. Like it's not going to bust buildup like this. And they said it's great for cleaning dreadlocks when I was talking to the girl who made this. So I obviously don't have dreadlocks, although some of you would probably be surprised if I showed you my scalp after having not washed for about a week and a half. We are in the beginning of dreadlocks at that point. So maybe this would be great to use then. It's just therapeutic. It's your spa day. You put on some great music. You're in the shower and you just want to do an extra cleanse. This one is the one you want to have on hand. It is so delightful. And I plan on showing you all of these at some point. So if you subscribed, you can watch. I'll even share my playlist that I love to listen to when I'm doing my like at-home spa days. And then this one is super new to me. I have not used it yet. The Ginger and Moringa Tea Rinse. It's supposed to add shine and moisture retention, and it's great for soothing an itchy scalp. So I don't have a lot to say on this one because I haven't really engaged with it. This one you have to keep refrigerated. I don't know if the others have to be refrigerated. And I think this one smells bad. I think they said it works great but smells bad. Is that the one that, is it this one? I think it was. Okay, from here, I want to show you my wash product using the Moonshine and the Mudpie, and also the orange marmalade and the rice pudding. In our lineup for today, all of these will be used. Those will be coming in the future. And I know several of you requested to see 1 week's worth of hair. Working on that video right now. So I'll show you my wash day process, and then I will wake up every single morning, pull off my sleep cap, and show you what the curls look like for 7 days consecutively. My whole method of wash, wear it down for 3 days, wear it up for 3 days. That last day is kind of up to you. You can wash or, go for one more day with the baseball cap. I'm going to actually show it to you all. So that's coming soon. Okay, first things first. Let's pop off all of our jewelry, anything that could snag hair. Once again, what is this pink stuff called? I have it linked below. I put all of my jewelry in there. So basically the pink stuff just cleans it while I shower. Also make sure that my hair is not getting snagged on my jewelry, creating frizz. Set it aside, let that do its job. Okay, today, so I don't know if you guys can see, I can put up a photo, but I have so much flaking happening. It's in the cover photo on this thing, so much flaking. And it's time for a reset. We've been in the water, beach. I have a multitude of reasons why I'm at flaking. It's been a long time since I've done a really good clarifying cleanse on my scalp. I've been lazy washing because we've been traveling a lot, and we've been bouncing from the pool to the river to the ocean. So it's time. So I'm gonna start today with the Ecoslay Mud Mask. I'll tell you this, sometimes I put it in here. I have found this particular mud mask product actually is nicer to leave in the original bag. It's easier. I can just grab that bag, open it, squirt it in my hand and go. Whereas with this, which my kids call it poop, they're like, your poop wash? I'm like, yes, the poop wash, please. You have to dig your fingernails all in it. It's hard to distribute. So up to you if you want to get the jar and use it or not. So I'll show you how I'm using this. We're going to use DevaCurl today. So I'm actually going to be cleansing and conditioning with this DevaCurl line. I also have this linked below. Been using this for literal years and years and years. I love it. As I've told you all before, I rotate products. So I don't use this back to back to back. I'll use this 1 or 2 times, and then I'll use my Love Your Curls 1 or 2 times, and I'll use Curlsmith 1 or 2 times, and I bounce around so that my hair is always staying really bouncy and crisp. Then we'll be finishing off with Ecoslay's Rice Pudding Leave-In. I just draw on these with a marker. And my all-time favorite, Orange Marmalade Curl Definer. So I guess we're like a DevaCurl Ecoslay split this time. This video is really going to focus on clarifying your scalp. I'll show you my curls as well. This guy is essential. This is how you get your scalp clean, so it isn't itchy, so it isn't flaking, so it's breaking away old product. And then of course I'll be following up with ways to detangle and create curl clumps. So let's hop in the shower and let me show you what we're gonna do. I guess it's only fair if I show you some before. So this hair was last washed 1 week ago. I'm filming this, and it was 1 week ago today that this hair was washed. So curls are pretty broken apart. The dirtier my hair gets, the more lift I get, because it's literally standing up on buildup, dirt, etc. I've mowed the yard, I've worked out, we've gone, like I said, to the water. So this has got everything in it. And I don't know how much you can see, well, to give it a try, but there's lots of little bitty white flakes. I'm on about month 2 of getting around to cleansing my curls. And so you're with me today to cleanse my curls. So you are going to want to get your hair very, very, very wet. Depending on the porosity of your hair, this will take a different amount of time. My hair does not like water. It literally rejects it. So you'll see that I'm in here a long time making sure that every ounce of my hair is truly soaking wet, because if not, the mud mask won't be accepted and everything won't work. So take the time that you need. Once you know your hair is soaking wet, go ahead and grab your Mudpie mask. This stuff is thick, you guys. So I like to put in a couple of different applications. Grab you a big old glob. It literally smells like mud, just for the record. I really enjoy it. Then emulsify it around in your hands. And depending on what your goal is, for me, I want to really cleanse both my scalp and my hair. So you're going to see me putting it everywhere. You can just do your scalp, or you can just do your hair based on what your problem area is. As you can see here, look how dry my hair looks. After all of that, my hair still looks that dry. I will continue to add water over and over through this process. I have a tendency to use a whole bunch of product when I'm doing something special like a cleanse. With Mudpie, I only do it a few times a year. And so it is important to me that when I do it well. So massage it, move it, use your motion of your hands and the product and the water to start stripping away all the buildup, bacteria, and yucky things from your hair follicle and your scalp. So while using Mudpie, I like to grab my scrubber and really cleanse my scalp with this tool. My fingers work good. I feel like this just works so much better. And y'all, it feels so good. So go all the way around the edges where makeup typically builds up, behind your ears at your neck, and then move to the center of your scalp, making sure you massage away all of that yucky buildup. Next, I always grab my comb and I start detangling. This gives me the ability to work on the actual hair follicle now that I know my scalp is clean. So it's like a 2-in-1. I'm going to detangle lightly and gently, while also massaging the hair follicle to pull away any buildup that may have occurred over the last, well, way too long since I clarified last. Once the comb is smoothly and easily moving through my hair, I know that I have reached my finishing point, and I'm going to start trying to collect up all excess hair, because y'all, there's probably going to be a lot of it. Adding a little bit more water, because at this point my hair is drying out yet again. Woo, these faces I make, y'all. You don't know what silly faces you make until you film yourself. So here I'm pulling, running my fingers through and trying to encourage all dead hair, broken hair, anything excess to come out. I'm wadding it up there and setting it to the side to prevent it from going down the drains in the shower. That's really important. I try to make sure I do that every time. We are done with the Mudpie side of things. Now it is time to rinse very thoroughly. Take your time. You just did all of that work to remove the buildup. Now make sure that you rinse your buildup. You'll also notice me reaching back every once in a while. I am starting with the water fairly warm, By the time I'm done showering, it's fairly cool. I like to be all warm and cozy at the beginning, but by the time it's done, I like a cool rinse on my hair. I just like the results. So that's what you're seeing me do there. Also, super panicky about water on my ear. Anybody else, you can comment below. The same. I hate it when water gets in my ear or on my face. Hence all the funny faces you see me make. Okay, so let's spend some time rinsing and we'll dive on to the next step. By the size of this bottle, you can see that I love DevaCurl. I've been using it for years. I buy it in the biggest bottle with the pump now. It's super easy to use. So this is the cleanser. It's a conditioning cleanser, which is great for following a mud pie like we just did. It kind of strips down the hair. We're going to need a lot of moisture and conditioning at this point. I use this product on a regular basis. This is one of the products I use when I am doing a double shampoo, so to speak. I use the first one to break it down, the second one to actually cleanse the hair. Today, I won't be doing that since I did mud pie, but I use a lot. You're going to see I use a lot of product. I only wash my hair once a week typically, and I want it to be perfect when it comes out. The DevaCurl line has changed a lot. I know there's a lot of controversy surrounding it. I'm honestly not going to dive into all that. It has worked well for me for nearly 10 years. And if you want to give it a try, I have a link below and you can check it out. And no, you don't have to buy the giant bottle like I do. So you'll see me with the scrubber again, moving my conditioning cleanser throughout my scalp and my hair follicle. Fun fact about the DevaCurl products, they are not a rinse thoroughly product. So you can do a light rinse, leaving some of the product in your hair, and it's totally okay. They even say with the final rinse on the conditioner, you can leave it in partially as a leave-in. So I am partially rinsing here before I move to the next step, which is my DevaCurl conditioner. This one's my favorite, the Daily Cream Conditioner. I use the original on both. I know there's more lines. I've just never tried them. This one has worked so well for me that I just figured if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So we are going to put a whole bunch of conditioner only on the hair follicle. I do not condition my scalp. It weighs it down if it's too much on the root. So you'll see me moving it through the entire hair follicle. I always use a comb and my curl defining brush during this stage. So flip it side to side, flip it upside down, move the conditioner through your hair, and then at the final step, create your curl clump so that from here, you'll basically rinse, get out, and start styling. Normally I do this part with the water off while standing in the shower, but it gets a little tricky when trying to show you guys. So Ecoslay's Rice Pudding Leave-In Conditioner is amazing. I love it. It smells so good. I just put like that's even a lot. Since I did the mud mask, I'm putting a little bit extra. Once again, not a scalp product, a hair product. So rub it through your hair. Sorry, I have the doors open in the background because I'm so hot. Actually, I'm gonna do a little bit more. I do it based on how my hair feels. And after layering that mud mask on, I can tell that it needs a little more moisturizer. So the mud mask literally goes on like mud. Like think about taking like a clayish mud and putting on. It's a harder product to use. So what I'm gonna do is, if you're looking at that and you're like, nope, it also kind of smells like mud, which I actually like, but if you're just like, nope, that is not for me, I've got a couple of other Ecoslay products that I love that I'll show you how to clarify. We mentioned them earlier in the video, that are more of a spa-like experience. I mean, not that mud isn't mud like the ultimate spa thing. So make sure you subscribe if you want to catch that. Also, like we said earlier in the video, there's different causes for flaking. So if you tried the mud mask a couple of times and you're like, my hair feels great, but my scalp is still struggling, another reason to subscribe, because I'm going to show you 2 or 3 options. And I wish I could be like, this product is going to solve this for sure. But everybody's hair is so different. And the reasons they reach the itchy scalp is so different. It takes a little bit of experimenting. So I recommend getting a curl girlfriend and passing products amongst you all. For this video, we're going to do the
quick dry method. So I'm gonna take my orange marmalade and I am just literally gonna put it everywhere. But first, let me flip my head and like fluff my hair. It's all flat and stuck to my scalp, which isn't gonna work for styling. All right, we got some good lift now. I'm gonna go to the side. Once again, I believe water with some water and a little more water is where it's at. So I'm gonna add some water because my hair is still feeling a little dry because I super cleansed it with the mud mask. And then I'm gonna add orange marmalade. We're doing beach things, so I'm not gonna sit here and create this like really great curl clump. I'm gonna go for a really fun, whimsically beach look. Emulsify it all in my hands and just scrunch it in. My hair is so wet that when I squeeze it, you hear a squunchy, scrunchy noise, and it is literally dripping all on the towel that's below my feet. So that helps you better understand how wet I mean when I say wet, wet. I want it not soaking, but lightly dripping. And I don't like Ecoslay orange marmalade. I love it. So I have a tendency to like really put a lot all through. It just feels so good. It smells so good that I have to be careful because with the leave-in, I also want to do the same thing. And there's very little consequence that can happen from putting too much orange marmalade in. You just crunch it out and you move on. There is a consequence if you put too much leave-in conditioner in. So keep that in mind. Now that I have this, I want a little more, like, see how stringy? That's a little too stringy. I'm gonna come in lightly at the tips and use this clumping brush to help me get a few light clumps throughout. Everything I'm doing, I'm pulling away from my scalp. I do not want this hair to lay down against my scalp. That's gonna cause it to be super flat, which is why I'll flip in a minute and brush all of this like this. They also have this cool brush that has like the cool edges. It creates clumps. I've never splurged to get one. Maybe I should. We can play with it here. I've heard that is great. So once I've got some thicker clumps, but of course I'm gonna go in with a little bit more, scrunch it, and then I move pretty much into drying from here. In my last video, y'all saw me do a lot of sectioning, clipping up. Today, we're just gonna grab a dryer and go. And I wanted to mention, if you feel like your hair is too wet, like you're gonna be here forever with the dryer, get your microfiber cloth and scrunch it just a bit to pull that excess water out. It also is gonna add some great defined curls for you, some clumps that should stay, and it'll speed up your drying process. Remember, hair in, then turn it on. Okay, so here's where we're at side by side. This is the side that is partially dry, not overly dry. I stop a little bit earlier when I want to make sure this side doesn't dry out too much. Then I can flip upside down and do that final all around dry. But look at the shrinkage. Isn't that crazy? Curls have so much shrinkage. So we're gonna finish the other side. Same thing. I want it wet because I want that product to spread. And then yes, believe it or not, I'm coming in with more orange marmalade and putting it throughout this side. Always grabbing that excess out and putting it on the edges. I shouldn't really have to scrunch much. This side, just from waiting, is pretty dry, but I like the curl it creates, see already? And so let's go down this side with the dryer, putting the hair in first, then turning on the dryer to catch it up to that side.
I did want to take the whole video showing you how to dry because this is more about a wash, but I did want to share this part. This is in 400 speed, just to give you an idea. You really don't want to move your blow dryer very much. Put your hair into the bowl of the diffuser and let it sit there till it's dry. Do not move it because that's what creates the frizz. Once it's dry,
you can drop it out and put it into a new section. I felt like speeding this up made things a little confusing and wanted to clarify. Less movement is best. And side to side, upside down, every single angle you can think of is the angle you want to come at it with your diffuser.
Simple things like taking care of your curls make all the difference in the world. All we added to a normal routine was, oh, it's over there, the Ecoslay Mud Mask. And look at these curls. They were popping. Like, they were so desperate to have the chlorine in salt water and 17 pounds of orange marmalade I put in my hair rinsed away, that once that mud mask cleansed out that curl, oh my gosh, the results are amazing. I mean, it's popping all the way around, y'all. I do think, because once again, this is my fast, get going, moving, I'm done. I'm gonna put a few strategic clips, these little guys here, to hold curls in particular, like right there, I want that to stay there. I think that's a cute wave. Let's see, maybe right there. I don't like to grab too much. I may adjust that one in a bit. Another thing you can do that I haven't shown on here is get these guys, like the alligator type clip. And you can come up under your scalp like right here and clip at an angle and hold that root up in the air. Give yourself some lift while it finishes drying. I'm gonna go in my office. I'm gonna edit this video, to be real honest, and let my hair finish doing its thing. I don't have anywhere to be today, so I don't need to quick dry. It doesn't need to be perfect. But obviously, if I needed to run out the door today, I could. It's not like my curls are that crazy. So let me do a few more pins to get things lifted off the scalp, and then we'll chat some more. Okay, y'all. Whoa, this light's doing me dirty today. I think at some point I'm gonna have to get my husband involved to put better light, because I'm just like filming with what's in the bathroom and skin tone. Okay, everything I use today is linked below. I found some of y'all like to use LTK, like to know it, and some of y'all like to use Amazon. So I have both sets of links below, lead to the same products. I didn't even see a price difference. So you can shop on LTK, the app, or on Amazon. There's a couple of things that aren't on Amazon, I think. But anyways, you can check out both of those. Some of the products I pointed out, others I just picked up and started using. But you can check those out down there. If you have any questions, please let me know. Seriously, my biggest goal in creating these videos is to help you. I wash my hair every single week and realize I should just be filming it. Why not just film it? I've worked so hard to learn about curls, and then I'm like hoarding the information. I'm not a hairstylist. I'm just a mom in my bathroom who has had curly hair her entire life, which, by the way, who had a mom and sister with bored straight hair. I literally have had to figure it all out from the ground up, but I have figured it out, and so I'm sharing it with you guys. So share this with a friend if you have a curly hair or wavy hair or coily hair friend, share it on. If you don't love the mud mask, remember those products at the beginning, we're gonna go through several of them. So make sure that you subscribe if you want to see the follow-up on those. And also, I don't know if you can see, but we got a pretty squeaky, clean scalp and some poppin' curls who love being refreshed. It is always shocking to me how good they look after a refresher, yet I'll still go a few months before remembering to refresh. I hope that you guys are having an absolutely amazing day. And if you did subscribe to the channel, I'll see you guys later. Bye, y'all.